I'm over here. Hi. I'm glad you made it. Oh, no, you don't need to apologize. It's okay to be a little late. Well, only by about 2 minutes. Yeah, just by 2 minutes. And besides, even if it were just a little longer than 2 minutes, I would have been perfectly fine. If I remember correctly, you don't live too close to this cafe, so the traffic that you hit probably would have been worse, and I completely understand it. I'm not really high maintenance or pushy like that. I do like punctuality, but at the same time, I understand if traffic happens or something out of control takes precedence or whatever. I have no hard feelings. Yes, we are still on for our first date here. So, how was the drive? Hmm? Oh, that's not bad. Really? Well, I had no idea you lived that far away. If you told me, we could have gone somewhere else closer to where you live. Maybe even close to campus. That way you wouldn't have to really, you know, worry so much about all of that. The traffic and annoying people on the road. Huh? You really don't mind? But what? Oh, I see. You've been meaning to come here for a while, but you didn't really have a reason to until now. Well, I'm honored you feel like I'm a good enough reason to come all the way out here. Yes, I truly mean it. Well, you're very sweet. Why don't you actually sit down now? Here's your drink. I hope it's the way that you like it. Is it? Oh, I'm glad. Oh, yes, my tea is still very hot, actually. You shouldn't have to worry. Yes, really. The barista came and dropped them off to our table not even 30 seconds before you walked through the door. Honestly, it's fine. Well, you do see the steam, so don't worry about it. I'm just honestly letting it cool off. Exactly. I don't feel like burning my lips or my tongue today. Not on tea, thank you very much. I'd like to be able to taste my food and my drinks. Ah. So, how are you doing? Hmm? Well, I understand the tiredness. I'm pretty tired myself, but... Oh, of course, things are going alright. Yeah. Um, no, my classes are going pretty well. It is just the beginning of the semester, but still, I don't know. I'm sure things will go well, and I'm not too stressed out. Not yet, anyway. Oh, yeah. It'll definitely get harder and more stressful as the days go by, but it'll be fine. I'm sure things will be okay. Really. Your classes are just Well, I hope you don't overwork yourself too much. I know that's hard to do when classes are just piling on homework, on top of homework, on top of homework. Then you get a little overwhelmed, which I can understand. Hmm? Oh, most definitely. I get overwhelmed very quickly, very easily. Why am I taking so many classes then? Oh, well, it's only 5. It's not that bad. A couple of stems and then a couple of my major classes and then an elective. It's not bad. The elective, honestly, is there to kind of help me relax, to remind myself to actually enjoy the semester, even amidst all the stress. Hmm? What is it? Oh, the elective. Well, it's Introduction to Modern Dance. Well, I don't really know if you could say I'm a dancer. I like dancing for fun. When I was younger, I used to be in some ballet classes and jazz, tap, swing, the normal overachieving parents want their kids to overachieve type of classes. Oh, no, I loved it. It was really fun for when I was there. But then I just got busy with actual studies, and as much as I hated it, my family told me that it was probably best to drop dancing for the time being until college started. Hmm? Well, I honestly don't mind it. It makes sense. So I just said, okay, I'll focus on normal studies for now. And then once I start college, I can take more of the classes that I like. Dancing being one of them. What about you? How was your semester? Do you plan to do anything fun, or do you have any crazy classes that you particularly struggle with? Hmm? Oh, interesting. Well, I'm sure you're going to do very well this semester. It doesn't matter how stressed you are. Well, it kind of does, but I'm sure you'll be fine. You seem pretty smart, and you know how to do that subject that you helped me on. Yeah, on the day that I asked you on this date. Honestly, I was afraid you were going to say no, and then it was going to get really awkward. Oh, well, I guess you're right. It only gets as awkward as you make it awkward. Or, what is it? It's only awkward if you make it awkward. There we go. You're right. It wouldn't be that awkward. We would just get to studying and things would move on. Exactly. I'm glad that you say we'd still be friends. I wouldn't mind that. But all that aside, I am glad that you said yes. Well, see, I've liked you quite a bit for a little while. I mean, if I remember correctly, we were in the same grade in high school. We took a couple of classes together, and we kind of talked here and there, if you remember. Yeah, that was me. I was the nerd in the back of the class, answering all the questions that the teachers threw at us. Huh. Well, thank you. I don't really consider myself to be very smart, but I am a really good studier. I really wanted to get into the college that I wanted to, and yes, it's the college that we're going to currently. It's my dream college, so I'm glad that I studied so hard and passed all the tests. Yeah, I had a pretty good SAT score. I can't remember what it was, to be honest. I tried to wipe that out of my memory. Because I was so stressed out. I don't think anybody would want to remember that anyway. Huh? Why was I so quiet? Well, it wasn't because I was shy or anything. I mean, I was kind of shy. But I don't know. It's possibly because a lot of people, when we were growing up, said that I was cold, kind of mean, harsh, all of that. So I sort of picked up on the aesthetic and remained cold and I guess kind of rude. I sort of got carried away with it maybe, but I promise, I'm nice. I'm glad you think so. My mom said one day when I told her in frustration that I didn't have any friends, and the reason why, she said, "Don't worry, sweetie. You're cold but sweet. You're guarded but you're kind. You shouldn't worry if you're a little quiet in the beginning, if you seem cold. The important thing is that you have friends who care about you, who see through your cooler, colder exterior and know who you are for real. You're kind and you're sweet. You may scare some people because of your complete and total blunt honesty, as that has gotten you in trouble in the past. But that's alright." And then she goes on to say how she's happy and honored and grateful to have a daughter like me. I'm not sure. I can only imagine honest and kind, I guess. I'm not too sure, but I'm happy to be her daughter. She's dealt with a lot from me, especially the angry phone calls from parents whose kids I've offended or upset. No, I've never called anybody really any names. I've just had a habit of pointing out when someone is wrong, or they're just, I don't know, they just don't seem right. They feel like they need to have sort of an eye-opener to their conceited behavior, I suppose. I guess it's not exactly bad, but it doesn't exactly make me popular. See, this is why I started to like you so much. You're kind of like me in terms of honesty. Prefer to tell the truth as opposed to make people just feel better by saying empty words. That's a rare trait. Believe it or not, not many people like to do that. Well, because it doesn't really make them popular. But to me, honesty is more important than popularity. And, well, honesty is great in a relationship. I'd rather have an honest, true relationship, I guess, than one full of empty words, empty promises, lies and secrets. I'm glad you like that about me. So, enough about me. We should just start drinking our drinks, teas and coffees. Eat some snacks and talk more about you. So, tell me a little bit about yourself.